Hello everyone, Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be checking out Astroloot, the best new action RPG in the market. I realize that's like a bold claim, but I accidentally beat this when I was testing prior to this video. I wanted to progress far enough to make sure that I, saw what content was available. And then it was 6 hours later. So I have this, my main ship, the starting ship, which I will hop in to resume. And I'll show the missions without spoiling anything. I wish you could zoom out here. That's one thing I was going to say. You start at 1, right? Monsters are level 1 here. And then you just climb up, and you climb up, and you climb up, and you go through this like maze here. And then the boss is here. So this game is currently ending at about level 50. If you're watching this video, the game will be out either at the time this video is out or within an hour or two. It's only $7. It is one of the best value games I've seen. So what is it really? Well, it's Path of Exile in wave-based format. So I'm going to show you like a wave here. I'm just going to pick a random one. Let's just do this. Survive 60 seconds. This is the average one. Now our ship is going to blow these things up because it's super low level. But I just want to show it off. So this is the ship that I have made. It has a single gun. Your ship has, you can have more than one gun, but this guy is spec'd into a single gun, so he gets more powerful. This is super easy. Again, this is a early game stage, and I'm a max level, or in-game level ship, at least in the current state of the game. So most levels are going to be something like this. They're either going to be survive for 60 seconds, they're going to be kill X number of enemies, collect X number of things, or defeat X waves of enemies, or defeat a boss. That's really it. There's also power-ups. There is a dash. You can see on the screen, this is your health and your shield. Your shield is just energy shield, and your armor is just your health. These are your dash charges. Below that's the XP bar. Shows your level and your progress. Buffs in the upper left. At the end of every run, at the end of every level, you get the loot from the level. You don't ever have to worry about picking up a loot. So when the game starts, you don't actually have a trader or a stash or know what these dice do. So I would say the first like 10 minutes of the game are a little lacking. But after you get past that, you unlock the ability to use these dice. Let me go to my stash. These dice are super cool. It works a lot like Path of Exile in the way that you would enchant an item and you get different things. However, this game does something really, really neat where it's not entirely random. I mean, it's random, but I get to see. So like if we look at this relic zapper, right? It has, you can see on it, it's got 2 slots. It's the 2 dots below its name and the damage on the stuff it does, right? It's normal, it has the details. Another thing is, it's nice, it'll show your DPS changes and all your stat changes if you equip it and to what slot. So I'd rather not lose 1,000,000 DPS per second. That's probably a good idea. But what you can do is you can try to make it, upgrade the rarity to blue here. What's really cool about this game is, right, so let's say I just don't like this. This doesn't really, I mean, this is actually a pretty good roll, like extra damage type and attack speed. So I could spin 1 dice and get this, or I could click to the right. I could spin 2 dice and get this. I could spin 3 dice and get this, 4 dice and get this, 5 dice and get this. And so on until, however many I want to go. But I'm not locked in. If I don't see it like, oh man, I don't want to spend 15 dice to get this effect, then I just hit cancel and I didn't spend any dice. That applies also to turning uncommons to rares. That applies also to changing the number of sockets on an item. See, like we could go to 4 to, well, I guess I should just do this one because it's like +3 slots, but the stuff here doesn't matter. This is just where you level up your stuff. And that applies to all the dice. It's a great system and it feels amazing. You never feel like you get screwed over by RNG. But sometimes what you have to do is if you find something you don't like, you just use a blank dice to reset it. And then whenever you reset it, you're going to get different effects. So what do we say? This is explosion damage and attack speed. So I'm going to turn it to that, right? Then I'm going to blank it and then we will throw this back on. Oh, maybe it is locked. Maybe it's per different weapon. I haven't like blanked the same weapon, but okay, I'm guessing it's generated by weapon then. Whatever. Anyways, the whole system's very cool. You have your thrusters, you have your weapon R2, you have your 2 shields, you have your core, and your nexus, right? So here's the thing. If you like this game, it is really going to come down if you like the screen I'm about to show you. If this looks good to you, you're going to enjoy this. If this does not look good to you, you're probably not. Oh, also, the game has ascendancies straight out of Path of Exile. It's just they're called your animal spirits. I literally leveled up a second ship just to test it out. I also did that on the Steam Deck. Game works fantastic on Steam Deck, duly noted. And each different ship has 3 different ascendancies. So, yeah. And also each of the areas of the map kind of focus on one type of thing. This is the mass area, the extra armor. This is the energy like deflector shield. There's like literally chaos inoculation over here as one of the skills if I can find it. Yeah, deflector shield could deflect nuclear damage. In this game, nuclear damage is the same as chaos damage in Path of Exile. But your ship has no armor, which is the same as life. So this is literally chaos inoculation, which is hilarious. And then this side is time, I think. This is like the ranger side. So generally, what I would say is I am not a sci-fi guy when it comes to games. I'll play them and I'll enjoy them. But I greatly prefer fantasy stuff as a theme and like high fantasy and whatnot. This game is incredible. You know how I said I accidentally beat the game? Yeah, that was in a sitting. Like I did not stop playing. So here's what I'm gonna do. So this is, you guys saw that character, right? Let's do this. I'm gonna back up for a second. We're gonna go back to the main menu. Apparently there's multiplayer. I haven't tried it. I'm not thinking about this game in any sort of multiplayer vein. We're gonna go to Cypher. This is my second one that I leveled up to like halfway. Oh, there's also auras and stuff. I don't remember exactly what I was doing here. Looks like we have a heavy taser and a blast gun. Oh, we were going with like a lightning build here with this guy. And also, if we look at our stuff, thermal detonation, we were Lynn, unleashed our pandemonium. It's very cute. We have a chance to explode enemies. So I'm just gonna play a couple levels like as I'm progressing, and I'll like show you guys how it is. I really cannot recommend this enough. Like at the start, it's very much, you know, it's pitched to me as Asteroids meet Path of Exile. I don't feel so much like it's Asteroids meets Path of Exile. So another thing, I didn't even talk about this, but it's probably like really important. You don't have to aim your stuff. Like you don't aim anything. All you do is move your ship around. So it plays like Vampire Survivors. At the same time, you know, it's quick and fast, and you're in a constant state of happy juices flowing because you're just getting loot, progressing the stuff, getting more skill points, leveling up, blowing up stuff. Sometimes you have to dash, sometimes you have to use your warp drive to teleport around. Enemies are strong. You know, this guy's the complete opposite of the other character. You get some dice, you get some stuff, you get some skills. I don't remember where I was going here. I think I was heading back towards an electric tree, maybe? Looks like I was going over this way. This isn't good. Oh, also, it shows you on the talent tree screen, or the skill tree screen, how much the nodes will affect your stuff, and you can sort. So this game is like super early access, you could tell. But man, is it awesome. Shield Forge is also like pretty good. But I think we need DPS for the moment. There will be times in the game where you're gonna get like brick walled by just enemies doing a ton of damage. Yeah, I think we want to be over here and just go electric stuff. So let's go here, get some energy. And let's go to the next mission. Oh, this is where it splits. Okay, so these levels weren't easy the first time I did them. And we're dead. But good news. We died, we lost nothing, we're back in it. Just like that. Try again. And then if, you know, you try a few times and something's not working, then it's time to change your build and go back again. The one thing I'll say is you do have to use dice to like reset your skill points, which I think in a game like this is kind of unnecessary. I feel like you should be able to somewhat freely restore your stuff. I haven't had to redo a lot, so maybe it's not as bad as it seems, but just a small thing. All right, we got to defeat Rockthorn the second. This is a boss level. This is something else I wanted to show off. I didn't need to make a long video on this game. I have nothing but praise for it, really. I'm excited to see where it goes. And this will hold you over till new Last Epoch, Path of Exile. Oh my god, these homing rockets are crazy. So there's different attacks too, depending on what you're fighting. You'll notice my shield starts recharging every so often. Nice, we got him. Just gotta stay away from those. And now we get some slot dice and a ship token and a rocket and lethality. Oh, yeah. Weapons have mods in the same way skills have mods in POE. And we also click this ship token. That gives us another skill point. So then we'll come over here. We'll put an energy here. Ooh, increase the effect. Yeah, we're just gonna go get all of this. Right. And then the game is basically played entirely through this menu. It's pretty great. I'm gonna beat the boss on the west, and then I will just end the video, and that'll be that. Highly recommend. I'll put a link in the description. Like, if this looks fun to you, I can promise you it is. If it doesn't, well, it's probably not for you, right? A lot of numbers, a lot of that stuff. The movement is pretty good. It's not like tank controls or anything. Just like regular beta ray. I'll take it. Also shared stash between your stuff, which is pretty neat. So I can just stash everything. Pull it out whenever. All right, the Rust Baron 2. This is a boss fight from earlier. So one thing I will say, I think the boss fights could be a little more varied. The last ones are really good. They're pretty difficult. And there's actually one or two I haven't done yet because my first guy keeps getting wrecked by it. They're like side missions, and I'm not sure if I'm missing a ascendancy point from that. All right, we crushed him. But I guess I could show you guys that real quick too, because we could just hop out super easily, right? Hop to main menu, resume, go to this guy, go to missions. This is an endgame level. Let's get on to Fiery Squire here. This guy is a real dickhole, but but yeah, like this guy just life steals. That's what this ship does. Lots of HP, lots of life steal. Problem is this guy's gonna come over here and try and just, yeah, he just does so much damage. And if we get close to him, we die. So yeah, I'm gonna give it one more go. Although I've died to this quite a few times now, and I just, you know, the demo, or not the demo, the early access is over essentially. Once you get that, there doesn't seem to be, he spawned on top of me. Nice. Anyways, once you defeat this stage, once you defeat this stage, whatever, the Moon King, you know, here for the final time, there's no like new game plus, which hopefully that's something that's added. But yeah, I'm extremely high on this game, if you guys cannot tell. I'll probably play a little bit more in my off time just to like mess around with the ships, especially the other classes. If we go back to the main menu, you can see like you can use the tanky ship, it's basically the strength character, the intelligence character, and the dexterity character, and then see what the ascendancies are, but they're really fun. Anyways, highly recommend Astroloot. I know this is a shorter video than usual, but I don't think me just doing those levels over and over is the most entertaining thing. This is one of those you play for yourself because it's fantastic. But yeah, if you like it, there'll be a link in the description. Check it out. $7 on Steam. I cannot recommend it enough. Should hold everyone over till, you know, the other ARPGs come out. But I appreciate y'all for watching. Have a great day. Jeff out. Bye.